Right, well then back to part two of the Bucky investigations. And the buccal medicine idea, right? Sticking with the buccal medicine. You have this Buckastern, right? So you can see that they use the buccal idea for the medicines. It just simply means orally administered, right? Buccal, plenty of buccal ideas. Administer through into the mouth, absorb through the lining of the mouth, right? Just buccal. You can see the buccal idea, right? Just sticking with the buccal ideas, right? James Buchanan. So this is where they get the Buchanan idea from, right? The Buchanan. Remember, like a cannon idea is also like a gun, like a gun or a pistol or again syringe metaphor. But this is James Buchanan, right? And the 15th president of the United States for Hex. Of course, the James, as always. Coup Gap. Elizabeth Spear. So you can see what I mean? Totally cool to us. And the clan Buchanan, Highland clans. So obviously like this Buchanan type of thing. Highland Scottish clan whose origins are said to lie, of course the lie idea, in 1225, so totally good. Grant of lands in the eastern shore, again it's just full of good, right? Loch Lomond to Sir Absalom of Buchanan. And this Absalom is the David's son in the Bible. Of course the Lennox, like Annie Lennox. So this is interesting little code and all this Absalom thing. Laird of Buchanan. And as you can see, different spellings for it. Buck. And as we see that Absalom was David's third son. And then the child of his fourth wife, so 3 and 4 of 7. Marga, born in Hebron, along with the transfer again, the transcurry for the Hebron, some Scottish, don't it? Like Hebrew, and I think one of the first videos I've done on this channel was about how Hebrew is Scottish, a Scottish language as opposed to Jewish, whatever they make it out to be. And Absalom, father of peace. Handsomest man in the kingdom. Gotta be a trans idea, you see. Again, the spears metaphors and the sons of David. Kiliab. See here, read that you can basically give an injection in the lower abdomen, right? Belly or stomach, so that would basically explain a bit of that Absalom type of idea. Injections into the abdomen. The tummy, like the tum-tum, the Tum-Tums. Love knocks. Of course you have, a lot of ideas come with Ab, like Abba. Abraham, like, yeah. So again, you could be talking about the abdomen with this idea, right? Like obviously this one, And the Brahms or the brothers, right? In the type of Indian system. The Brahms or the brothers. See, this is, something to do with brothers anyway. The ham, obviously, in the the abdomen. Of course, the ram, you know what I mean? Of course, the ram, like. Tommy Abraham. Couple of injections in the tummy. Of course, a Tum-Tum, Judaism, transgender reform rabbi. Tum-Tum is one of 6 genders in classical Judaism. Saurus, a eunuch by birth. So very interesting indeed, like, you know what I mean? The Tum-Tum and the tummy. Atom sealed. And you've seen in one of the videos I've done, the sealed is like the seal of Solomon. The seal is connected to the syringe again. The signet ring of Solomon. Tum-Tums. And it's a bit like Abba, that, like, it's a bit like Abba. Like Abab. Tum-Tums. The abdomen's hidden. And of course, halo, the angels wear halo, of course. And Jesus Christ, of course, was depicted with halo and all them paintings and that. The halakha, the oral tradition, see? The oral Torah, like the book, the buckle, medicines. See what I'm saying? The oral tradition of taking pills and tablets. And the androgynous. Of course, you have Bucky with hair. You have Bucky with hair. Again, a science fiction character, and the Bucky with hair, the rabbit, the rabbi. So, lots occurred in this, of course, like Reform Rabbi Elliot Kukla. The first urban, of course. See how they've written in there, right? The first urbanly. Because they know that a lot of them are secretly that way anyway. Right? Tum-Tums. And then, interesting stuff about Sarah, of course, said we're being both tum-tum and infertile and miraculously. We love that word, of course. Turned into a fertile husband and wife in their old age. Interesting how to put husband and wife, But of course, this miracle of birth and that from infertile, is of course how the Joneses have their babies and that. See? So obviously a lot of there's a dogless idea, see? The dog. Jewish oral law, Simple as taking the pills. And the Tum-Tums. You can see like the Ab, the Daddy, Ab or Av, Fat Her, Fat Her, and the Ab like the Tum-Tums. It still reminds me very much of ABBA, like ABBA. And they look like the fat Tum-Tums, don't they? Like one of them was known for having a fat bottom, and look a bit Tum-Tums, like, you know. And there's ABBA Arica. So a lot of strange stuff. Of course, a lot of contradiction in all this stuff and all, like, you know what I mean? It seems like ABBA means Tum-Tums, basically the same type of thing, you know, eunuchs. And there's this thing here, read the secret Jewish history of ABBA. Which, you know, like, I wouldn't be surprising if there are Tum-Tums, like. This must be like a wax dummy thing of them and that, right? But it look a bit Tum-Tumish. You know, like in a lot of the pictures. The look here, like Tum-Tum type of thing, you know, it's all based around the tummies, the fat tummies and that, you know. Obviously Dana 777 there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, of course they were always going on about Agnita's bottom and all that, see? Like a Tum-Tum idea, because of course the estrogen, what they pump them with, creates like an fat cells in the bottom and all that. Very tummy like, you see what I mean? The tummy. Tum-Tums. The tummy sticking out and all that. It definitely look like Tum-Tums. You know, look, that looks Tum-Tum and that looks, you couldn't get more Tum-Tum than that, like. See what I mean? That's just proper Tum-Tum, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's just basically says I'm a Tum-Tum, like, don't it? The proper Tum-Tum. Tum-Tum's idea just totally reminds me of this Teletubbies thing. You know, look how Tum-Tumish they are, all the Teletubbies. You know, that isn't Tum-Tum and all, you know what I mean? That's proper Tum-Tum. So these are basically little genderless eunuch ideas and all that. See what I mean? Of course, most likely if you put all these together, the shapes, it'll be that gender non-binary symbol or something, won't it? And like, of course, all rainbow colours, like again, that type of thing. You know, the tubbies, the tubby stomachs, the Tum-Tums, little tubby abdomens. Of course, an hobby, you know, is like in a religious building or whatever. It says a place where you go to pray. Again, you know, look at all these type of syringe-like metaphors and all this. So again, you know, indicating that all the history is a lot more recent than what they claim, you know. You know, again, it's some people have pointed out that stuff like this looks like rocket ships. But and we're trying to claim there was future civilizations and all this, but of course, this is not rocket ships. These are syringes. The rocket ship is actually based on a syringe, as are these. So it's all a lot newer than what they claim, obviously, you know what I mean? Again, right, you have an abbot. So again, you're talking about bums and bottoms and tums and bums, and you know what I mean? Like Agnita from ABBA, and you know, the abbot. Bottoms and tummies and you know what I mean? It's all linked, like, you know.